Hello student. In this video I am taking question number 8 onwards of exercise 4.2. So question number 8 first part, that the given determinate delta is 1a a square, 1b b square and 1c c square. These are the elements of given determinate. Elements of C1 are 1 here. It is already 1 here because whenever we solve the determinate, so we always try to make the element of any row or column as a 1 here. So it is already 1 here. So we do the operation directly. Since elements of column is 1 here, so we do the operation along row wise. So in R1, R1 minus R3, in R2, R2 minus R3. So when we use this operation, so we have this elements of R1 as 0, A minus C, A square minus C square. Elements of R2, 0, B minus C and B square minus C square, and 1C and C square, right? So after applying this operation, we can take A minus C and B minus C common from R1 and R3, R1 and R2. So we have A minus C and B minus C common outside determinate, 0, 1 and A plus C, 0, 1 and B plus C, 1C and C square. Then now we are getting the 2 0 along this C1. So we do the expansion along C1. Whenever we are getting 2 0 along C1, so we do the expansion along C1. Similarly for C2, C3 and R1, R2 and R3. So expanding along C1, we have A minus C, B minus C, and this 1 into, because this element is non-zero here, 1 into, because these elements are 0, so when we find a product of 0 with other elements, so it is also 0. So we don't take this value here, directly we write the non-zero value. So 1 is non-zero here, so this non-zero value comes here, multiply by, because hiding third row and first column, we have 1 into B plus C minus 1 into A plus C. So we get this answer. Then we simplify this bracket value. So in that condition, if we won't be getting any problem, we can cancel out this C. Then it is coming A minus C, B minus C and B minus A. Now according to answer, it should be A minus B. This value should be C minus A. So we can take minus and common from these two brackets. So we have the required answer. So this is the first part of question number 8, where the elements of C1 are 1 here. Now the second part of question number 8 is elements of R1 are 1 here, R2 and R3 is given in this way, and then we have to prove this. A minus value of the determinant is A minus B, B minus C, C minus A into A plus B plus C. Now its solution is, let delta is the given determinant. We take all the elements as it is given in the question. Then since elements of R1 are 1 here, so we do the operation along column wise. In C1, C1 minus C3, in C2, C2 minus C3, because these elements are 1 here. So how to make this element 0 here? So obviously we will be doing the operation along C1, C2, right? So C1 minus C3 and C2 minus C3. So we have 0, 0, 1, A minus C, B minus C and C, A cube minus C cube, B cube minus C cube and C cube. These are the elements of R3. So again you can see that we can take A minus C, B minus C common from C1 and C2. So taking A minus C and B minus C common from C1 and C2, we have A minus C into B minus C in the determinant 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and C, A square plus C square plus AC, B square plus C square plus BC and C cube. Now then again the condition which we have used here, elements of R1 are 0 here, these two elements are 0 here, So we do the expansion along R1. So expanding along R1. Since these two elements are 0, this element is non-zero. So what we do here, we hide first row and third column. So then remaining elements are coming in this way. 1 into b square plus c square minus bc minus 1 into a square plus c square minus ac. So after opening the bracket, b square plus c square plus bc minus a square minus e square minus ac, this c square will be cancelled out here. Then we rearrange the terms. We take b square minus a square together to do the further factorization, bc minus ac together. Then we can write b square minus a square as a b minus a into b plus a, and we can take c common from this bracket, plus c into b minus a. Now b minus a is common in these two terms, so we take b minus a common. So inside the bracket we have b plus a plus c. So the final answer is, since it is b minus a, we take minus sign common from here. A minus c, we take minus sign common from here also. Then we have the required answer: a minus b, b minus c, c minus a, and a plus b plus c. So these are the solution of first and second part of question number 8. Now question number 9. Let the given determinant is x square yz, y square zx, and z square xy. So we apply the property here. In R1 minus R3, in R2 minus R3. So after this operation, we have x minus z, x square minus z square, yz minus xy. Similarly, y minus z, y square minus z square, zx minus xy, z square and xy. So from R1 and R2 we can take x minus z and y minus z common. Taking x minus z and y minus z common from R1 and R2. So then we have x minus z into y minus z. 1 x plus z, take minus y common. So we can take x minus z common from this element also. Y minus z from R2. So we have these remaining element inside the determinant. Then after this we do this operation in R1 minus R2, so that this element will be 0 here, number 1. Number 2, we can make these two elements equal. So R1 minus R2 0. R1 minus R2, this element is x minus y, this element is also x minus y. Then R2 and R3 will be as it is. After this we can take x minus y common from R1. So we have x minus y, which we have taken out common from R1, x minus z, y minus z, and inside the determinant we have these values. Then we can make this value 0 by doing this operation in C2 minus C3, so that we can make this element 0. After this step we can do the expansion directly. There is no need to use this, this is not compulsion to use this step. We can do the expansion directly, but we always try to make the determinate value in the simplest way, so that there won't be any problem when we do the expansion. So since these two elements are 0 here, so we do the expansion along R1, and this element is non-zero, so we hide first row and third column. So after hiding first row and third column, how we can get the value of the determinant? X minus y, x minus z, y minus z. 1 into, because this is non-zero value, 1 into z square minus xy. So this is z square minus xy minus z into this x plus y plus z. So minus, when we multiply z with this x plus y plus z, so we have xz, yz plus z square. Then after this we open the bracket. So z square minus xy minus xz minus yz minus z square. So z square will be cancelled out here, number 1. From these three terms we can take minus n common, right? And this value is x minus z, so we make it y z minus x. So again minus n will be common from here. Minus n is also common from here also. So minus minus plus, then we have the required answer of this determinant: x minus y, y minus z, z minus x into x plus xy plus yz plus zx. Hence this is the required solution of the given determinant. So this is the solution of question number 9. Now I am taking first part of question number 10. With the help of this first part of question number 10, you can do the remaining part of question number 10 as well as question number 11 and 12. Right? So in first part of question number 10, the given determinant is contain these elements. So we can start the solution of this question. Either we can use the row operation or column operation, because in both the condition we can get the same value. So I am using this row operation in R1 plus R2 plus R3. When we add R2, R3 in R1, so we get the equal value in R1 here. 5x plus 4, this is the equal value in R1. We can do the operation along column also in C1 plus C2 plus C3. Again we will be getting the same answer here. So then we can take 5x plus 4 common, number 1, because I am merging these two steps together here. So taking 5x plus 4 common from R1, number 1. Number 2, once we take 5x plus 4 common from R1, so these element will be 1 here. Take 5x plus 4 common, so this element will be 1 here. Then we can do in C1 minus C3, because this value will be 1 here, so C1 minus C3, in C2 minus C3. So combining these two steps, so finally it is coming 5x plus 4, or otherwise you can write this step in the two different steps here. So taking 5x plus 4 common, number 1, then in C1 minus C3, in C2 minus C3, so we have this simplified value after the operation. Now in this particular question we are getting these two zeros along R1 as well as along C1. So now you have the choice, either you can do the expansion along R1 or you can do the expansion along C1. So this is up to you only, that along which row, along row or column you want to do expansion, so you can do, there is no problem in that condition. So since this is non-zero value, so I am doing the expansion along R1, so hiding R1 and C3. So 0 into x minus 4 minus 4 minus x into x minus 4. 0 into this value will be 0 here. We can take minus sign common from this bracket, so minus minus plus, then 4 minus x into 4 minus, that is 4 minus x whole square, or it could be x minus 4 also. So hence we have this required answer. So this is the first part of question number 10. Similarly, you can do the remaining part of question number 10, question number 11 and question number 12. Now I am moving to the question number 13. In question number 13, the given determinant is containing these elements: 1 plus a square minus b square. Similarly, second and third element of R1. In R2, 2ab, 1 minus a square plus b square, 2a elements of this R2, and we have the elements of R3. Again you have the option that either you can do the this operation along column wise or row wise. So I am using the operation along row wise. So what I am doing here, because we have to see this answer, it is 1 plus a square plus b square, and what is coming here, 1 plus a square minus b square. So we want to make this value plus b square. So what I am doing here, I am multiplying this value by b, then adding 2b square here, so that this value becomes 1 plus a square plus b square. When we multiply this value by b, then adding here, so this value will be 0, and similarly we get the simplified value here also. And here it is 1 minus a square plus b square to make it plus a square. So multiply this value by a and then subtracting this value in R2. So I am using these two operations in R1, R1 plus b times of R3, in R2, R2 minus a times of R3. So we have these values after this operation in R1 and in R2. So after doing this operation R1, R1 plus B, R3, and after this I am taking minus B common here, as well as A common in this R3 also. So what are you observing, that 1 plus A square plus B square is common in R1 as well as in R2. So we can take this value common from R1 and R2. Since 1 plus A square plus B square common in R1 and R2, so these are the two values, not a single value. So what we do here, 1 plus a square plus b square whole square will be coming here, because we have taken the same value from R1 and R2. So this value is coming 2 times common, right? So we go this comparison I have already told you in the beginning also, because in determinate whenever we take any value common, so it comes either row wise or column wise. So this value common in R1 and R2, so that's why this whole square is coming here. This is important point. Then after this we can do the expansion along R1, because we are not getting any such condition by which we can make it 0 here, or we can simplify this value. So we can do the expansion along R1. So when we do the expansion along R1, since these elements, two elements are not 0 here, so we take all the steps one by one here. So 1 into this 1 minus a square minus b square plus 2 of a square. This element is 0, so 0 is coming here. This element is minus b is coming here. 0 into minus 2b, right? So when we simplify this value, so we have this required answer, right? We can in place of this R1 and R2, we can use column operation also. In C1, C1 minus B C3. In C1 minus B C3, number 1. In C2 plus A C3, right? Then we can follow the other steps. Now question number 14, last question of this exercise. Let the given determinant is delta. These are the elements of the given determinant. But if you see the answer, we have to prove that this value is 1 plus a square plus b square plus c square. So how to make this value here? Because we have to keep this point in the mind. So I am multiplying R1, R2, R3 by a. R1, R2, R3 by a. So what happen in that condition? When we multiply this R1, R2, R3 by a, so this value will be multiply R1, R2, R3 by ABC respectively. So we have to take 1 upon ABC outside the determinant, right? then a into a square plus 1, a square b, a square c in R1, in R2, a b square, because we are multiplying R2 by b, so a b square, b into b square plus 1, b square c, similarly in R3 also. So whenever we multiply any value inside the determinant, so we have to take the same value outside the determinant in reciprocal. So we are multiplying R1 by a, so take 1 upon a outside the determinant. Multiply R2 by b, take 1 upon b outside determinant. Similarly 1 upon c also outside the determinant here. So after doing this operation, what are you observing here, that we have a common in C1, b common in C2, c common in C3. So we can take a, B, C common from C1, C2, C3 respectively. So then we have taking this value common. So this value will be cancelled out there after taking this ABC common from C1, C2, C3. Now you can see after using these two operation, now elements of C1, 1 plus A square, B square, C square, similarly element of C2 and C3. So when we do this operation applying R1, R1 plus R2 plus R3, so we have 1 plus A square plus B square plus C square, this element common in R1, and after that we can take 1 plus A square plus B square plus C square common from R1. So we get 1, 1 and 1 here. Similarly other elements are also coming. Now since these elements are 1 here, so you know that we can use this operation in C1, C1 minus C3, in C2, C2 minus C3. So after this we get the simplified value 0, 0, 1, 0, 1 and B square minus 1, minus 1 and C square plus 1. Then we can do the expansion along either R1 or C1. We can do any expansion here. So we have this required answer, right? So this is the solution of question number 14. So in this video I have taken all the question of this exercise 4.2. So you have to complete the exercise 4.2 by tomorrow, that is 18th of April. Then I'll be giving the next video which is based on the exercise 4.3, right?